got the grill fired up and the Meathehad method. We're doing crawdads and dirty rice. Hey, thank y'all for stopping by and taking time out of your busy day to visit with us today and cook something up outside in God's creation. Whew, don't get no better. But I done went and found me a book of my good friend, Meathehad. Now, a lot of y'all might know him because he's in the Barbecue Hall of Fame. This guy is a meat scientist. Part of you even might be a part of his website and stuff, AmazingRibs.com. But I thought I'd just pick this book up and I thought, I'm going to find me a recipe in there that I'd like to cook. So I got to looking through here, and I want to show you the first thing that caught my eye right here, the electromagnetic spectrum. Now, I told you this guy was a scientist. If you're doing infrared cooking, he's got you covered too. But look here, there is even a section on cast iron that we'll get back to later. But I didn't know what to cook. I mean, everything in here looked so good it did. Buttered up turkey breast with drunken cranberries and crunchy skin. But he knows every kind of meat. Beer can chicken, he's got beef in there. But I got to thinking, I want to do something a little out of the ordinary. I mean, so I thought, hey, I have found it right here on this page. What is it? Crawfish and dirty rice. So I'm going to cook up these mud bugs in this rice and see if Meathehad knows what he's talking about. I could give him a little bit of critique, or I could give him a lot of praise. But load the boat, we going down there south to the bayou, and we fitting to have us some of them mud bugs.
Great job, Kent. I'm glad to see you didn't cut yourself this time.
We've got all our ingredients lined up. I started out with a white onion, a green bell pepper, a yellow bell pepper, and some celery, some of his Cajun seasoning that we mixed up. And look here. He said, buy fresh if you got them. Folks, you look around out here, there ain't a crawdad creek within probably 40 miles, I'd say. But I was so lucky because I found these little jewels with the head on them. Most time when you buy them frozen, they got the head off. And, whew, I mean, that is a pretty good sized crawdad right there, Mage.
That's kind of creepy to me.
Uh-huh. Have you ever seen one of these?
Uh-oh.
Have you ever seen one of these? Huh? What is? And he recommended this basmati rice. So I'm following instructions. We have got us a can of black beans that we have drained and rinsed. We got us some of these andouille sausage, we do. So,
is it andouille or andouille?
Well, I think if you look at it, the spelling, it's got a bunch of L's in it, but I think the folks in Louisiana would probably leave them out of there and call it andouille sausage. But whatever it is, it's going to be good. So let's put together the seasoning. Now, I mixed his Cajun seasoning up, as goes to the book. To that, we're going to add a little garlic powder and a little onion powder. Some coarse ground black pepper, and some salt. Got the seasoning all mixed up? Time to start the rice. I'll meet y'all over here at the grill. Get you a 9 by 13 pan, one you don't mind getting dirty on the grill, whether it's your wife's favorite casserole dish or this, but I'm gonna use tinfoil because it's gonna get a little smoky. Place it right over here. I got the hasty bake cranked all the way up. 2.5 cups of water. That's what's in this Yeti cup. We're going to bring it to a boil, bring our rice and stuff over here, and get it started. Hasty Bake has got it going on here, so let's see what's happening. Look at there. Water is boiling. Let me move it down here because, folks, this is the hot side. I've got all the coals down here on this end. We're cooking indirect, so let me move this down here. I'd say about right along in there, and the lid will still shut. You like rice, Mage? Huh? Hey, you like rice? Then we've got some butter that we've got chunked up here. Just scatter it out amongst it. I have never cooked rice this way in my life. I'll cook it in the house on a burner. I've cooked it on a Coleman burner or old camp stove on old Bertha, but I've never stuck it in the smoker. So I'm anxious to see what Meathehad's got going on here. We'll find out.
You got this, my friend. I know you can do it. I got faith in you.
So we got our butter in there. Remember our Holy Trinity here we cut up? Give it a sprinkling everywhere. And to that, the black beans. So we got all that in there. Let's give it a mixing to sort of incorporate everything well. Now, when I was looking at this and it said mud bugs and dirty rice, I'm thinking, how are we going to get the rice dirty? Where are we going to go there? But we got to give it some of that seasoning first. And we'll see if we can get this sprinkled in here. 1 bay leaf. We'll lay them right there in the middle. Now, when we go to talking about dirty rice, usually it's the drippings or something, or the grease or something that's going to make that happen. And Meathed's method is a wire rack that will fit over this pan, and I'm going to see if there it goes, just to fit. So this is really a new method for me to be cooking like this. Got this wire rack on there, then we're going to lay our sausage out there, our mud bugs out there, and as this smokes and just sits there and cooks along oh so slow, all them drippings are just going to drippity drop right down there in that rice. Give that dirty rice some of the greatest flavor it ever has. Meathead, you might be onto something. And everything is loaded in the boat it is there. We're going to cook this target heat on our smoker or your grill if you're cooking indirect that way, about 225 degrees. And when we probe that sausage after a while, we want to see it get to 155. Take that rack off there, stir the rice, it should be good and tender. We'll be getting close.
Great choice, Kent. I always like adding a little smoke flavor to a dish, especially applewood.
We've been on about 2 hours and 15 minutes, and according to the book, Meathead says, take this off, stir it around, make sure the rice is tender. If it is not, add a little boiling water to it, cook it about 10 more minutes, but we're going to set this. Let me try to move this down here just a tad. I think I got a spoon in my pocket. We're going to give this a stir. It sure smells good. I'm going to go ahead and take this bay leaf out right now before it gets mixed up. I don't see any liquid in here. Our rice didn't get as brown or dirty as I thought it might with the drippings from the crawdads and the sausage, but it is soft. It is good too. There's some great flavor in there. Now we got to put all this together and make it look as good as Meathead did in that picture.
You know, for an Okie, Kent, you're doing pretty good with this old southern dish.
Okay, what do you think? Did I do justice to Meathead's picture here and his recipe? Well, it looks awful pretty, but I'm fixing to get to taste it, I am. Now, crawdads.
I don't know how you eat one of those.
Well, first you just grab this tail, give it a little twist, and pull that out of there. Now, this right here, I usually take out. That's what I'd call he was needing to make a poop. But a lot of them folks, they'll just suck at all that meat out of that head. But you just peel this tail away from it. The bites aren't very big, but whoo, are they tasty. Then it'll just peel right out of there. And there you have a piece of crawdad. That is so good it is. I want to get a little bite of this rice first before we go any further. with the black beans. The Cajun seasoning recipe that he's got in there, folks, I'll say that's on point. Now a little bit of this andouille sausage. Going down to the P-roll, get in the boat, row it, here we go. Down the bayou, woo. Great dish, easy to fix. I was really impressed with Meathed's method here when you had it on the smoker to cook rice that way and then layer it right there to where you got them sausages and crawdads on top and the drippings are going down through there. Folks, I'm thrilled. I am actually thrilled that I know the man personally, tried one of his recipes, and I would recommend it to you. But also, you can find this at your favorite book retailer. You know, there's a lot of information in there, whether you're a beginner or you're a pro. Meathad has got you covered. It is a great thing, it is. But it is with pride, honor, and privilege that I tip my hat to all the servicemen and women and all the veterans that have kept that old flag a-flying. We commend you all, we do. Rest of you, come on up here. Come on close. Come on, Meathad. We even got room for you in here. I'll reach way around you. God bless you, each and every one, and we'll see you down the Mudbug and Rice Trail.
My friend, you did a great job. I'd eat that with gusto.
You know, Meathad, your mustache looks pretty good, but I do think mine looks a whole lot better.